You do not hate the established traditional gaming and anime media journalists enough. The hate on Mushoku Tensei is one of the most forced things that I have ever seen. We got today one of the most hit piece, crazy, rage baiting articles that Kotaku has ever posted. This is getting ridiculously out of hand. From rezero fans literally review bombing Mushoku Tensei to now articles and journals like Kotaku literally releasing hit pieces that border on defamation. Okay, Kotaku here saying, please stop recommending Mushoku Tensei. The fact that the protagonist of the story is a 50-year-old groomer in the body of a teenager certainly isn't a positive for me. But there's another simpler reason I cannot recommend that you waste your time on Mushoku Tensei. It's poorly written. This is ridiculous. It's very clear that this is some rage-baiting article by Kotaku that is ideologically captured to begin with, that sees something that is brave and, interesting and actually pushing the boundaries and isn't their normal, safe Netflix writing, and then they go on to attack and parrot the same NPC responses for their garbage opinion that they always do. But they are, of course, getting flamed on the internet over this because everyone is seeing it for what it is, and that is definitely it being a hit piece. But Ideal News posting, Kotaku says it cannot recommend Mushoku Tensei in a new opinion review. Kotaku, a long-running video game and pop culture news website owned by Get Out Media, I think, has published a new opinion article criticizing Mushoku Tensei Jobless Reincarnation, calling the series poorly written and stating that it cannot recommend the anime. Listen, as somebody that has read this article so that you don't have to, yes, I did, I read it, so that you specifically do not have to, and I'm not going to read it on the video. It's basically written by AI. It has to be. It is terrible, a garbage opinion. Their issue is not the writing. It is 100% not the writing. I will link the article down below in case you want to read it yourself. But their real issue with the show is that it's problematic, that it disagrees with their politics or whatever, with their opinion of what they deem okay in a fictional piece. Now listen, it is not any of our faults that Kotaku does not know how to engage with fiction correctly, okay? That they don't know how to engage with fiction without understanding that it's not real life. But this author has went on this absolute tirade defaming Mushoku Tensei's writer, not the show, the writer, simply because he wrote a character that was quote-unquote too problematic. It's insane. The article also heavily criticized the protagonist, Rudis Greyrat, describing him as a groomer and a sex pest. The article has sparked heavy backlash online, with many fans accusing Kotaku of misrepresenting the series and chasing engagement. That's exactly what it is. It is an AI-written engagement farm. This is 1000% a rage bait piece. This coming from the hate on Mushoku Tensei is so forced, especially coming from people that you see people like Bent, for example, that loves ReZero but hates Mushoku Tensei, when ReZero is one of the most sexualizing of lolicon that I have ever seen in anime. Okay, that show loves its lolicon, and they just completely disregard that to go after Mushoku Tensei. But while others defend the publication's criticisms that the article raises legitimate concerns, the article also comes after Kotaku underwent major restructuring and was later sold to a new owner. Well, I think they're going to need to sell it again, boys, after this defamation lawsuit that's coming from the author of Mushoku Tensei, because this is insane. But Kotaku decided to post an absolute cold today. Nobody should take you serious when you post stuff like this. Also, you're the same company that hypes the fuck out of Solo Leveling and defends it as the best anime of all time. We pre-COVID fans know what you actually are. This is insane. As somebody that actually likes Solo Leveling, I wouldn't call it the greatest anime of all time. I definitely rate Mushoku Tensei as higher than Solo Leveling, but this is ridiculous. It is one of the most safe shows that you can like. It just proven by Kotaku seeming to love it. But this is exactly why traditional media is fucking dying out, because no one can trust your opinion. You're too worried about something being too problematic, you being ideologically captured, or the journalists literally not knowing how to separate fiction from reality. I'm sorry, but if you are a media or gaming journalist and you don't know how to separate fiction from reality, and you don't know how to engage with a fictional piece honestly, then you should not be a journalist at all. You should not be writing anything at all to do with anime at all, because you don't know how to engage with fiction correctly. You have to self-insert or base it upon your own morals, and it's ridiculous. Is the writing good? Is the show good? Do you like the show? That's it. If something puts you off, oh well, get over it, okay? But continuing, Marina over here saying this has to be rage bait. Gaming journalism doesn't pay enough, so they've resorted to attacking Mushoku Tensei instead. You should say again, because it's again. Rudius starts as a deeply broken person carrying trauma from his previous life. The actual story is about him growing and becoming a better person in his second life. Reducing the old thing to 50-year-old groomer completely misses that. People also seem to disregard the fact that Roxy, who Rudius gets with after, was actually 50 years old as well. Like, Roxy was 50 and got with Rudy whenever he was like, what, 16? Like, they just want to get rid of that whole entire plot point altogether because it doesn't fit their narrative, since Roxy is a female. But because Rudy is a male, he's got that lurking male gaze, you know what I'm saying? He's got that evil male gaze. He's got a power dynamic in the relationship that is unfair. Not that I hate arguing morality whenever it comes to anime too, and media and gaming entirely, because it's a piece of fiction. Morals don't matter. You can create an entire new moral dynamic for a game. You can create, that's what it is. That's what world building is. You don't think this different world that you're going to isn't going to have a different set of morals than we do? That's why you can't go and watch fiction and enjoy fiction and base it off of your morals. Otherwise, you're constraining the world building to what you deem okay or what you deem morally ethical. Okay, it's ridiculous and insane. And to prove my point, it seems that the audience seems to love Mushoku Tensei. It's just the ideologically captured Kotaku that hates it. But it's literally one of the best-selling isekai series of all time, with 18 million copies sold. People love this show. They actually had more of an issue with the ED arc, the infamous ED arc in the second season, than they did with him getting with Eris altogether. Okay, people had way more of an issue with the ED arc than they did anything. Really, seriously. But continuing, sorry Kotaku, Mushoku Tensei just isn't meant to be for you. There's a continuation of what they said about the Minecraft movie. It isn't meant to be for you. It's absolutely not meant to be for you. Kotaku, okay? All right, boys, I love all of you. Make sure you like the video if you want YouTube to count your viewers and views. Subscribe. Let me know down below what you think about that. Paper or plastic? Paper being good, plastic being bad. I'm gonna go with plastic. I think it's plastic, boys. It's plastic as fuck. It's plastic through and through. Kotaku is basically mannequins. They have this NPC ideology that they must regurgitate the same opinion about everything. It must constrain every piece of fiction, art, or media must constrain to their moral view. Otherwise, it is deemed not okay and not good enough. All right, that is ridiculous. Judge it on the writing. Learn how to engage with fiction correctly. All right, boys, I love all of you. That's going to be it for me, boys. GG's. Peace.